Hey guys, welcome back to Ellen Beauty. My name is Leah, and today's video is going to be all about this look right here. This is my realistic, everyday, on-the-go makeup. The makeup that I want to put just a tiny little bit more effort into, that I am going to an event. Like today, I'm getting ready on camera with you. I'm going to be going to a baby shower this afternoon. So I thought, what better way than just to film what I use every day for my makeup. I feel like this is extremely beginner friendly. It is a lot of drugstore products, not so much high end. But yeah, if you guys are interested on how I achieve this everyday on the go makeup, then just keep on watching. All right, so we are zoomed in. My hair is out of the way. Let's get started. So I'm first going to start by adding a little bit of a primer. My go-to everyday, of course, is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. This is going to add just a little bit of glow to my face, kind of waking me up just a little bit. I'm just going to pump just 2 pumps onto my hand and kind of put it together with the fingers and then just apply it everywhere. Especially in these winter months, I love this product just because it adds just a little bit of glow. It just makes your face just look a little bit more alive. Plus it sinks in like right away, so it's super nice and it looks great underneath any kind of foundation. So as for foundation, I have 2 favorites from the drugstore right now. I have the Revlon, the Photo Ready Candid, and then the L'Oreal Infallible Wear. This is the 24-hour fresh wear. This one is great for dry skin. They actually both are. So as always, I like to kind of mix my foundations together. I haven't done this before, so let's give this a try. I'm just going to do about 1 pump of each. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to put 1 pump of the Revlon and about 2 pumps of this L'Oreal one. Kind of mix my concoction together. And I'm just gonna dot just a little bit all over the face. The Revlon one is a really great everyday wear one. It is not too thick or too high of coverage. It's pretty light to medium. This L'Oreal one though is pretty high in coverage, so mixing them together kind of gives me a little bit more of a natural look. I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge and I'm just gonna dip into, kind of pick up the excess that is on the back of my hand and start in the middle and just pounce and kind of blend this through. Really getting in on that hairline. See, that is super quick, and that already has evened out all of my redness. All of my skin tone is pretty even now. I just really like that. That's a really great combo. Ooh, I like that. Always go down the neck. I add just a little bit more, just 1 pump of each. These foundations, they layer really well together and you're very buildable. And they also just sit really nicely on your skin. They feel like skin. They look like skin when you have a nice close-up of my face. You don't really look like you're wearing a lot of foundation, which is always my favorite. Always get those earlobes. Really good pouncing motions really sinks that foundation right into your skin. Makes it blend really nicely. All right, I think that looks beautiful. The coverage was great. It's not too high of coverage, not cakey or anything. That looks very natural, and it is already sinking into my skin, so it's not sticky at all, which is great. Oh, I like that. That was awesome. I'm gonna be doing that combo again. All right, so as for concealer, I'm gonna be using my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Creme Brulee, as always, to cover up any kind of blemishes. I have a video that I filmed all about how I like to conceal any redness or acne spots. I will link that above if you are interested in giving that one a look. But I like to just kind of utilize this one. I feel like this is just a really good concealer that stays in place because it is matte, but it's not too drying, even though it is a matte concealer. And I'm just going to cover up any kind of spots and hyperpigmentation. For underneath the eye, I'm going to brighten it up using my CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is one of my favorites. A little bit goes a very long way, so I'm going to go dot, 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 dot. I'm going to be using that same sponge and really focusing on kind of keeping it consolidated in the same area and then feathering it out. Pretty. Luckily, I don't really suffer from any kind of dark circles. So I feel like I don't need any kind of color correcting or anything. I just want to brighten up a little bit of this area, just bring a little bit of light to my under eyes. Whatever's left over, which is barely not much on the sponge, I like to take it on top of my eyelid, kind of cover up any kind of veins. I like to take my fingers and just kind of press everything into place. And then I'm going to set this, and I'm going to be using, of course, my Makeup Forever, the Blurring Powder Foundation. This is wonderful foundation. This is one of my favorite e.l.f. brushes. This is actually a blush brush, but is preferred my favorite because it's that perfect size for getting underneath your eye. So I'm going to take just a little bit and just kind of press it, set that concealer into place so it locks in and stays in all day. I'm also going to take whatever is left on this brush and kind of dab around the T-zone, around the nose, where I set those spots with concealer, and a little bit on the chin. Before I forget, I always like to put a little bit of lip balm on. This one is, oh my goodness, my absolutely favorite right now. It's from Bite Beauty. It's the Agave lip balm. It is so good. If you like something that's a little bit more thick, if you suffer from dry lips, or if you want something that is not super sticky, but it just has that right amount of thickness, kind of like, it's just super good. I really like this product. It also smells pretty good. It keeps my lips nice and moisturized for a nice portion of the day. It's just a really great product. I highly recommend this. All right, so we're gonna warm up the face a little bit using my bronzer. This is my butter bronzer that I recently purchased. I did make a little simple vlog video shopping with me at Walmart. I will also link that. That one was a lot of fun to make. I did choose this one over the Milani one just because this is my all-time favorite, cult favorite, absolutely favorite drugstore bronzer. It performs a lot better than a lot of high-end bronzers. So I'm just going to be using just a simple brush and kind of warming up that face. Getting down the neck. This bronzer is just so user-friendly. You can go heavy hand. You can just be like, oh, get that bronzer on my face. And you don't look too streaky or anything at all. It just kind of gives you a good warmth. This butter bronzer also comes in a lot of different shades now. It used to come in just bronzer. There's like a deeper bronzer and a even more deep, and then a pretty light one as well. So if you are a little bit intimidated by kind of putting bronzer on your face, I think this is a great one to give a try. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of blush to the face too. I'm going to be using this Too Faced Love Flush in Baby Love. This is an oldie and a goodie. I really like this mauve tone for my actual skin tone. I think it's really pretty, so I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up. And I kind of like to just kind of go like that. This is a weird face, but it gives my apples and my cheeks pretty pronounced, so I know where to kind of put my blush. So see, I just think that's so pretty. It just warms up the face so nice. I also like to take a little bit of the blush and kind of wipe it a little bit over my eyelid, kind of give it that little bit of that monochromatic look. All right, let's work on the eyebrows. I'm gonna just kind of brush them up just a little bit. Some pretty wild eyebrows going on right now. And since this is my realistic on-the-go makeup, if I really actually want to put a lot of time into it, just to what is realistic for me, I like to use a product that is multitasking for my eyebrows. This Benefit Give Me Brow, this is a little sample size that I got in a Sephora Play box. I really like this because it fills in the brows but also sets them in place at the same time. So it's multitasking. I don't have to use different kind of products. I like to take it out of it, and I like to just kind of brush off a little bit of the excess so you aren't applying too much and it kind of looks a little bit goopy. So I'm just going to brush this through. It just kind of, it doesn't like fully put my eyebrows like fill like if I was going to go in with a pencil, but for realistically being on the go, this gives me a little bit of definition and keeps it in place, like that difference right there. It's not a huge difference, but to me, that's exactly what I want. All right, so I like to take my bronzer and I like to take a fluffy brush, and it's kind of like a crease brush. I like to take my bronzer and put a little bit in, and then just take my bronzer on my crease. And this just kind of gives a little bit of a shadow definition to my eyes. Just windshield wiper motion going back and forth. And to me, that is my go-to. That is really what I do a lot realistically if I want to put any kind of eyeshadow on. And then one of my favorite things to do just to add a little bit of extra is to find kind of a shimmery eyeshadow and just press it onto the center of my lid. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. The Classics palette. I'm going to go with that mauve tone. I'm going to do this shade down here called Cosmo. It's kind of a pink shimmery. I'm just going to pick a little bit up with my finger and then just press it into the middle of my eye. And this will just kind of add a little bit of attention to that center of my eye with just a little bit of sparkle. All right, I will line my eyes just a little bit. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D, the Tattoo Liner. This is also a little sample size I got in a Sephora play box. I really like this liquid liner. I like the felt tip top. It applies pretty easily. There's no reason for me to go and buy this full size because this sample size is huge. So it's perfect. I'm going to line them just a little bit and just do a little baby wing. All right, that is just a simple baby wing. I'm going to take my little sponge and just kind of glide that along the edges. That's going to kind of sharpen up that wing just a little bit. It's super babyish, super baby wing, but nothing too intense because this is really my everyday look. I'm going to be using a mascara. This is the Monsieur Big by Lancome. This is also a little sample size. I love getting sample sizes of mascara because I feel like I don't really go through a whole tube of mascara quick enough where they dry up kind of quickly. So this is the perfect size for me. I really like this mascara because it gives that big volume, pushed up kind of eyelash look, which I really like. See, that just opens up the eyes so beautifully and it gives me such great volume for just like, that's just 2 coats. It's so nice. So to kind of finish up this look, I am going to kind of set it into place just because I really like how this looks and I really want to wear it all day long. This is the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. This is also a little sample size. You just shake it up in place and spray. Use those hands to dry that face. And then I kind of use my sponge and kind of tap down any areas that kind of dispersed a little unevenly. So realistically, I would probably not wear too much of a lipstick. I like to add a little bit of gloss to this look. So this is the Laneige Lip Glowing Balm. This is in, let's see what shade. This is in the Pear, which I absolutely really love. This comes in a lot of different flavors, but Pear is probably one of my favorites. It just gives that glassy, kind of plump, juicy look to my lips, which I really like. All right, so that is the completed look. I think this looks very polished. I think it looks very natural. And this is my realistic on-the-go everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Comment down below what are some of your absolute favorites that you use on a daily basis. I would love to know what are some of your favorites. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And as always, I will put in the description box all the products that I used today. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will talk to you later. Bye.